up? I had to go to the mall to go to Bath and Body Works. I already said that. And I'm on my way back to work, and as you can see, I am in my new car. So I think last time I saw y'all, I had my Impala, and I was on the bus, on the train to work, you know, just really thugging it out. But now I have my new car, and I love it. I love it. I have my backup camera and everything, and it's just great. I love it. I got a 2013 Ford Fusion Titanium. Just put it in YouTube, and like all kinds of reviews will come up. Like everybody has reviewed this car. It's crazy. But yeah, so I was just checking in, saying hi while I'm on my lunch break. I'll probably check back in with y'all later on today. If not, for whatever reason, I'll catch y'all on the flip side. Hey y'all, okay, I got a little time. I'm in the Chick-fil-A line, so I can talk to you guys and catch up with you guys. What's up? Last time I talked to y'all, like I said, I was on a bus, on a train, you know, waiting to get my car. And you know, my car, the motor ended up going out on the car. It was a hot ass mess, y'all. It was a hot mess. So I had it for another couple of days. I ended up taking it off. I had to get some stuff situated with my license, because at this point I'm realizing I'm not going to be able to get this car fixed. I'm going to have to get a new car. So I need to renew my license. My license has been expired for so many years. Turns out it was expired for 4 years. So I had to go reapply and stuff like that for my license. And eventually, I mean, because it was expired over 2 years, I had to take the driver's test again. So I ended up taking a 6-hour driver's course online, like a defensive driving course or whatever, something that was appropriate for my state of Texas. And I did that, and took the information in, and they gave me my temporary license, and I actually have like a card temporary license, and I scheduled an appointment to do my driver's test, my physical driving test, which is April 24th, which is tomorrow. Today's the 23rd. Yeah, so that I ended up getting my temporary license, and then looking for cars, and I was interested in the Volkswagen CC Sport, and I was looking at the 2011, 2012 years. I came across one that was at a dealership, and went to the dealership, and you know, he just basically explains to me, you know, it's a German car because it's Volkswagen, and which I was aware of, that it's German, and it's like, you know, it's probably going to be more expensive to fix or whatever, but I do want to get an upgrade. I just want these specific things, and I specifically wanted a navigation. I specifically wanted leather seats, and I want heated seats, and I specifically wanted a sunroof. I specifically want the car to be black on the outside and black on the inside. And he was like, well, I have something else for you. You can test drive, and you know, it has all those things on your checklist, and if anything goes wrong with the car, it will be cheaper to pay for it than it is to pay for the Volkswagen, which made complete sense to me. So I test drove the car, and it turns out to be a Ford Fusion. And I've never seen the inside of a Ford Fusion before. I've always liked Ford Tauruses. I wouldn't have minded a Taurus, but this is what he had right at that moment. So I test drove the car. Turns out it's like 37,000 miles on it. It only had one previous owner. Like, it's basically damn near a new car, y'all. Basically a new car is what I'm trying to explain to you guys. It's basically a new car. So, you know, I'm like, well, hell yeah, you know, let's go for it. I'm all for it. You know, all I have is $500 to put down on it, which was the $800 I was going to spend on, you know, to fix my car. I just ended up turning around and putting that money on a down payment. So I was like, yeah, I got $500. My, you know, credit score is, you know, halfway decent or whatever, working on it or whatever. So, you know, I ended up having to go with the bank interest rate, which for me, it came out extremely high. It came out at 18%. You guys never, unless you just completely have to, if it's not reporting to your credit bureau, you can take, you know, whatever interest rate you want, because most likely you're doing it because your credit score is bad. So if it's not reporting to the credit bureau, that's fine, which is what my last car was doing. It was not reporting to my credit bureau because at the time I got it, it was, you know, my credit was bad, and I went to a special place that actually, you know, accepted whatever credit score because they're going to give you a highest rate. So this time around, I know for a fact my credit score has been fixed and it's a little better, but it still comes back from the dealership at 18%. So I'm like, that's a little high. It jumped up the payments. That's what was the main problem. It jumped up the payments. And so I ended up, they ended up letting me borrow the car, and I was going to refinance with the credit union that I'm with. I'm with the credit union, and I was going to refinance with them because it's a flat rate of 1.99%. So after, you know, things happen or whatever, and as time went on, about a week went by, then I didn't get approved right away. I had to like turn in extra documents and stuff, so I ended up having to sign for the 18% with the dealership just to get that part off my back and, you know, officially make it my car. And so I drove the car for about a week with it, you know, not being my car officially. They let me borrow the car because they were like, no, we're not gonna let you drive off from here because your car is gonna blow up. Basically, my engine was about to explode. Like, they were surprised that I even drove up there. So by the grace of God, they let me, you know, sign a temporary thing, and I ended up, you know, just getting approved for the car, go ahead and sign for the 18% and refinancing, and then eventually I got refinanced with my credit union. So now my interest rate is 1.99%. Let me order my food. Hi, can I get a number 2 deluxe and Arnold Palmer, please?
Okay. So you want to have sweet? Anything else?
That'll be it.
Okay. So spicy like meal to have sweet tea lemonade, 67 at the window.
Okay.
My pleasure.
Okay, so basically I end up getting the 1.9%, yay, and my car note is now lowered. But since I have a better car now, I'm gonna Uber for like extra money or whatever, because it is more than what I was paying on my previous car, a little bit more, but it's not as much as it was with the 18%. So I'm blessed and thankful. Thank you, God, for getting me approved for the interest rate. So basically I'm catching y'all up to speed what's been going on in my life. My attire, I'm gonna have to explain my attire later, but I've just upgraded. Basically, I've just upgraded my whole office swag, so I'll be explaining that later. So I'll talk to you guys later, right?